I know this makes me look like a stealer, like I'm stealing money, like that's like the most thing you could probably ever steal from somebody. It probably makes me look bad. It makes me look that I steal things, but I don't.
On September 14, 2022, deputies were called to Plato's closet after management discovered something shocking. An employee had allegedly stolen over $20,000. The scheme? Faking transactions in the system and quietly pocketing the cash. What started as routine retail shifts turned into months of fraud. Now investigators are piecing together the full story behind this inside job.
You say anything to her?
No, absolutely not. No, sir.
Okay. Now the video surveillance, so I noticed there's the 14th from this morning.
Yep.
And if I got that correct, you can't pull up any records or print out. Are you able to print out anything from the registers?
From maybe yesterday, but not today.
Okay. So nothing from today. So now, like,
Yeah.
I know some registers, like, you can't do a finalized report up front, but you might be able to print like a.
Yeah, I can probably call Laura and get it done, and
Okay.
she might be able to do it and send it over to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I noticed you have cameras to the 14th and 12th. What happened to the 13th? There was 2 days there. Were you able to get a third day?
Is today the 14th or the 13th?
Today's the 14th.
It was the 13th and 14th she did, not on the 12th. Did I put the 12th?
We'll just ask. I thought, yeah, you wrote 12 on the envelope. So, all right. So the date is wrong on the envelope. So it's today
and yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. And did you go back to look at anything on the 12th?
On today's?
Was she working on the 12th?
On the 12th? No, there wasn't any discretions on that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no discretions on that. As far as, if you look at those sheets that I gave you, I think it wasn't just the 13th and the 14th. I think the 12th is clear.
Okay. Because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to talk to her, okay, and try to get a confession out of her.
Right.
Because right now, I'm trying to push for scheme of fraud or a felony, but right now, the only evidence that we have is the misdemeanor theft.
Okay.
Okay, which is today. Because all we have right now that we can document and we have evidence on is her stealing money today and stealing money yesterday.
Okay, right.
Now, so as far as the other 9 months, 8 months.
Yeah, but I mean, this can be pushed further, correct? Because I mean, that's just
we
got in there. We'd
have to really like.
Yeah, I know. Grind on it.
With the evidence there, and that's why I reached out. These are some of my detectives that are coming with me today, and we were just trying. Listen, we're trying to push for the felony and all that kind of money. But as far as like the evidence, the state could sit there and turn around and be like, well, how do we prove just because?
Yeah, so she gets on the computer. It's her number. She's the only one that can get in the computer with her number.
And that's why the inventory. That's why I told you about that inventory. If you're willing to do the inventory, the other thing is.
Yeah, I already talked to my people. They said, here's the call data scan. Get it. Do the inventory.
Okay.
No, I will do it to get my $16,000 back. I will do it.
Okay. But the witness, the victim advocates, they don't reimburse for restitution restitution-wise, if she goes to jail for the felony, right, they're not going to give her restitution. Will they give her restitution to pay back to him the 60? They will, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm sure.
If he's out any monetary value, they take that into consideration. And so let's say we get her and she only has $5,000. Well, they're going to tack on $11,000. If we can prove that it was $16,000, they would tack on the $11,000 for restitution.
Okay.
All I got to do is an inventory, and the merchandise isn't here and was still in the computer and never sold. It's fake. It's fake.
Yes.
It's fake. And that I can do.
Yes, we need all of that.
Okay.
That would help.
So I'm going to have to do it. I'll have to call data scan and get that done.
Because let's say today we figure all this out, and let's say we talk to her, and she said, yeah, I did absolutely every bit of it, I'm sorry for doing it.
Yeah.
Now we have to prove it. So the charge that she would get would not only stick if that evidence is provided. If it doesn't, they'll just drop the whole case. It'll end up being like a petty theft or something, just based off the last few days that they can prove on video.
Okay.
The state wants to prove it. We can prove it later after we arrest her because there's still time for trial and stuff.
Yeah,
That's why that's such an issue for us as far as
thoroughly
getting those
understood.
ducks in a row. Yeah, it'll just sabotage the whole degree of crime she committed. So.
I'll do a thing on it, no problem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll take me a few weeks, maybe a month to get it done, but I can do it.
And that's why I mentioned that earlier, because I did explain to them, earlier that hey, without that inventory, we can at least slam dunk it and say I'm missing 1,000 pieces of.
I thoroughly understand what you're talking about.
All right.
Proof. Proof.
All right.
Okay, I've got it on the computer. Now I got to show it to you in the inventory. Okay. All right.
All right, we'll meet you in there in a second. We're going to take her in the back. That's cool with you. Take her back to the back office, talk to her, unless you want to. Try to get it. How are you?
Good.
Deputy Lippy. Mind if I talk to you for a few minutes? We go in the back?
Sure.
All right. I'll let you lead the way to the office. Go ahead. You can.
Oh, dang, I don't have the key.
Oh, he doesn't.
That's all right. You can just step out.
Oh, just go up front?
Yeah, around the
Okay.
ball. Make it crazy. I'm sorry.
Okay, so anytime I talk to anybody, I read the Miranda rights, okay? Anytime I talk to anybody. Okay? So, you have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Anything you say will be held against you in a court of law. Okay? You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him present during any questioning.
Okay.
Okay? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you at no cost.
Okay.
Okay? If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop at any time and request a lawyer to be present. All right? Do you understand those rights?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I wanted to talk to you because I have video surveillance. Okay, about the past couple days while you've been working, doing these buys.
Yeah.
Okay, and you take these buys. I see you on camera taking cash, putting it in your pants. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, like we're at a part right now to just fix it. So just being honest and helping us do the right thing and figure it out is the best way to move. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
we've already been looking at this all morning, so we're not here to get you to tell us everything. We know a lot already, so that's why we're just asking for you to be honest, right? So that's important.
Yeah.
That's how you fix things. You know what I mean? Especially with cameras and stuff like that. Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to be helpful because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And moving forward, that's how you do fix things.
Yeah, I just want to fix things.
I understand. That's what we want to do too, make things right. And take things right here is the best way to make things right. Is to give it that because that really helps with the whole process of where we found ourselves.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, you want to tell us kind of what's been going on lately? Because it's been going on for a while, so we kind of got to get to the bottom of it.
I just been having some stuff that I don't want, and majority of it is, I shouldn't be taking money from him. For 2 times I have done that. The other times,
No. Have you brought? Where is this stuff that you brought in?
it's already like out on the floor, but it's just been like 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but anything else,
He said honesty's been a big key
yeah,
here.
I just,
Because I've watched the video surveillance, and there's you're
Oh, yeah.
you're not bringing anything in the store. You're not bringing
well, the last, like, probably like, I want to say 2 weeks ago, I have been. I brought in 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but for the rest of the times I haven't.
So
brought
you
in
would
any-
say only twice? Am I correct? Only twice you've brought in actual merchandise, swapped it out,
Yes.
but the rest of the times you have done these transactions, you just scam the register
Yeah.
to think that there was a buy done.
Yes.
Okay. How many times do you think you've done this in the past year?
I want to say,
A lot of the questions he's asking, we already know the answers to, so that's why we're just wanting to
I'm trying to think and not lie to you
yes, we
guys.
want the truth because that's all we're trying to do. Is just find out what's going on, figure out the truth, and that helps your cause. Trust me, it really does.
Say more than 200 times?
More than 200?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Less than 200?
I don't even think it's 200 times, but I'm pretty sure.
100 times?
How about this? How much money do you think you take?
About, I want to say 1,000.
I mean, 1,000.
Yeah.
Because I have all the documentation. I have paperwork dating back until January, and I see all the, and it's totaling way more than $1,000. You're doing a
Really?
couple hundred. You're doing $100 something a day.
How much did you take today?
It was like 150, I think.
Is that typically what you take in a day?
Yeah, I'd say.
Is it always over 100? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And would you say that you've done it at least 20 times? So if it's over 100 and you've done it maybe 20 times, that's 2,000 right there, and that's a rough estimate, right? See what I mean? How that adds up. So where is this money?
I have it.
You're saving it? You have it?
Yeah.
You have all the money?
I don't know how much it would be.
If I were to say $16,000, would that be about what it is?
Yeah.
Do you think you have all that $16,000?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's going on? Why is it this? Have you ever been in trouble?
No, I haven't.
No.
I'm just living in a hard spot right now. I live with a roommate, and like I've been on my own for a while, and I also feel like I've been
220. Go ahead.
I've been working with him for a while, and
The owner here?
yes, and I feel like I do so much.
Feel like you're underpaid?
Yeah. And I know that's not his fault at all. Like, I should probably look for another job. But it's like I feel bad for him. Like, if I do leave. And so...
What do you think will happen to him when he's sitting here going on now $16,000? No?
He's going to be really upset.
It's kind of...
It's not fair. I should not be doing that.
Right.
And I take full responsibility, and whatever comes with that.
And we appreciate that.
Any consequence.
Is it because he hasn't paid you? Have you been paid?
Oh, I have been paid.
Have you stolen before?
No.
No.
I know this makes me look like a stealer, like I'm stealing money, that's like the most thing you could probably ever steal from somebody. It probably makes me look bad. It makes me look that I steal things, but I don't.
This is why I'm just asking, because there could be people who, I mean, we do this for a living, we can read people. So you can have somebody who does this on a daily basis. And
Yeah,
show
I
no
know.
remorse.
Trust me, because if somebody was in front of me and I'm like, well, you stole money, like, you're a stealer, you've been stealing your whole life. No.
But you're having a hard time. Like I said, everybody goes through hardships. We do stupid things. We make mistakes.
Yes.
And
But this is a big mistake.
right, but at least you're owning up to a mistake.
Yes. And I don't want to label it as a mistake, because that's just making me have sympathy for myself. But I do take full responsibility for what I
Can
do.
I clarify something? You said, so now we're up to, said 1,000 originally, we all agreed, there's more than that. You're saying there's 16,000 total, right? And where is that at right now?
I have it with me.
All 16,000.
Yeah,
Where?
in my bank.
In your bank.
Yes.
So you've made cash deposits with the money and you put it into your savings in your bank or something?
Yes.
Who do you bank with?
Regions.
Regions?
I can give him the money that I've taken from him
Where's that at?
in my bank.
You've already cashed from this morning, you've already put it in there?
No,
Where's that cash?
cash?
I have it.
Where?
It's still on you where you tucked it on your left side? Or do you
No,
put it
it's
somewhere
in my
else?
purse. I feel really bad for doing this
Where's your purse right now?
in the back.
Well, okay, so we can go get that.
We'll all go together.
I just feel really.
Are you willing
Just wanna go
to take that money out of your purse to
Give it
Get
back
back
to the
to
rightful
him?
owner, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and I'm willing to give back the money that I stole from him.
Good.
It's just I feel really bad.
I understand, you made a mistake.
It's not a
Yeah.
mistake.
No, it is. It's a bad decision, and you still made it though, and I understand why you feel bad.
Like, And it's hard because I worked with him for so long. I don't want to stab him in the back. And then another thing, I've been having like dental issues. I need $8,000. I have a cyst in my mouth. I'm like, it hurts me a lot. And I needed that money. Like, and sometimes the cysts are not good. Like, I don't know what they do to me, but they make me tired. You know, sometimes I'm really dizzy. Like, my mouth is constantly bleeding.
Listen, I hear it.
I need that money. You know?
We understand why people
but
do
I'm willing
things.
to give it all back.
But we learn from our mistakes. We got to make sure we adjust from our mistakes. You know, you're 22 years old. Did I get that right? 21. 21. Going to be 22.
Yes.
This year. We're going back. Like, how long would you say you started doing all this? For how long?
I mean, since whatever proof you have, I mean...
Well, you know me. I mean, I have the proof. I want you to be honest with me and tell me how long you think you started doing it. When was your first one, do you think?
Like 8 months ago to a year.
Okay. So would you say, safe enough to say January would probably be like one of the first times you probably...
But like I said, there's times where I've actually had items,
right.
But majority of the time I haven't had items.
So out of all those buys from January, you would say, if I'm correct, 2 times was the only times you actually had merchandise of your own that you swapped out?
That I can remember, yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll go in there, we'll get Aaron.
Okay.
Get your purse.
I don't have keys.
Alright, we'll get Aaron there.
Okay.
This is you right here. Alright. This is today's buddy.
Well, yeah, it was $183 is what she said was.
So I want you to go ahead and count that for me.
Good Lord. Holy God. And are you, this is today?
No, it's...
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I think some of that is my money, but I'm
60,
just...
70,
Well,
374.
And how much was stolen in the past? How much did you take in the past 2 days?
Can I talk to him?
To who?
Aaron.
Aaron, she wants to say something to you. She wants to talk to you.
$16,000 you ripped me off. I could be doing good instead. I'm taking out a loan just to survive. Because you stole $16,000 from me since January. What did you want to say?
I'm honestly just so sorry. I mean, I don't expect you to forgive me.
I expect you to pay me back.
Oh, I am. I'm going to pay you back. I don't expect you to forgive me.
I've been good to you. I've been nothing but good to you. Always treated you as my number one.
It was nothing against you. It was my personal issues. It was nothing toward you.
I believe.
All right. I'm going to grab your bag. You're just going to come with me, right?
Okay, do I have to go to the front?
I'm not going to put you in handcuffs. Sorry, we're going to walk out. We're going to walk out the front door, okay?
Okay.
Watch your back.
Where